Hey there, this is Matteo from Spotahome Milano, and today we're in via Stevenson, very close to Milano Certosa, and I'm to show you a shared apartment with 2 bedrooms, kitchen, bathroom and 1 balcony, which is located on the 3rd floor, is accessible both through the stairs and through this elevator which you can see here just behind me. So let's just go ahead and let me show you around. So as we go through the entrance door, we have this little entrance hall, which gives access to the rest of the apartment. On the left we find bedroom number 1. Over here we have the kitchen. While on the right, proceeding through this other part of the corridor, we find the bathroom and bedroom number 2 right over here. So we can just begin our tour with the shared spaces, which as we mentioned include this entrance hall, where we find the standalone wardrobe here with some shelvings built in, so you can even store the shoes in there if you like. In front of the door we have a series of shelvings as well. While as for the kitchen, it is accessible through this large opening. And as we go through, we find the microwave first of all on the left. In this cupboard we have more shelvings, some glasses and cups for the coffee. I really like this modern looking set of shelvings which you can use to store the food, and we have the mugs hanging from the top. While on the opposite side we find this modern and large fridge on the top, and at the bottom we have the freezer with its 3 drawers. Pull-out drawer here for the food and spices, while in these drawers you're gonna find all the cutlery which is provided with the apartment, and in this large drawer you have the pots as well. Looking at the top, we have the modern induction stove with the coffee machine and its fan right on top of it. The plates are stored in here. We have a couple of shelvings on both sides, and in here we have the rack to dry your plates after washing them in the square sink which we find on here. Room for the rubbish underneath. While proceeding through the kitchen, we have this original and cool table with its 4 seats where you can have your meals. There's another series of shelvings here on the top, and the window is just facing the interior courtyard of our residential building, for which we do have a reception as well. As for the shared bathroom, it is accessible through this door, and as we go through, we have the bathtub with the shower. We have this curtain which goes all the way around to prevent the water from spilling out. A round sink with its cabinet on the top. We have built-in mirrors as well. And proceeding, we have the washing machine here, actually a fairly large one, and both of the toilets, the water and bidet. We have this double window, which is semi-obscure for your privacy, and that's still facing the interior courtyard. So now as for the 2 bedrooms, we can begin with bedroom number 2, which is just over here. Each of them comes with separate keys, so you can lock the door from the inside if you prefer, for additional privacy. In bedroom number 2 we find this high and deep standalone wardrobe with plenty of space to store your clothing. There's also the rack to dry your clothing after washing, and a couple of drawers built into the bottom part, plus a 3rd door over here with some built-in shelvings. On the opposite end we have the large desk with its colorful chair, built-in drawers, and there's a billboard which is going to be hung on the wall. A series of shelvings here on the top which you can use as a library, and we have these 2 luminous French windows which are overlooking again the courtyard, so all of the rooms of this apartment are sharing the same view. That's the access to our building. As for the bed itself, it is a large double one which is here in the middle of the room with its bedside table on the side and white wooden frame. So we can now proceed back through the entrance hall in order to show you bedroom number 1, which is just on the side of the kitchen, and in this case it is a double bedroom. So it comes with these 2 single beds, each of them with their identical equipment. We have a standalone wardrobe on this side, again with a rack to dry your clothing and the chest of drawers at the bottom, built-in mirror in this door, and a 4th door over here with plenty of shelvings and storage compartments. On that other side of the bedroom we find 2 large desks, each of them with similar equipment, so they come with their colorful chair, built-in drawers, and a billboard with magnetic pins, so you can hang notes or photos. On the top here we have a triple set of shelving, one for each of the two beds, and this is the second desk, identical to the previous one. On that side we have the beds themselves, which are two single ones with this nice wooden frame. And another cool feature is that these bases actually host a pull-out drawer, so you can have some additional storage space for your clothing. Colorful bedside tables too, and a nice wooden head on top of them, plus the air conditioning unit right there on the top. And this bedroom also comes with its private balcony, accessible through the French doors. And still looking over the courtyard. So as we mentioned, we're very close to Milano Certosa, the Passante train station, which is just a few hundred meters in that direction. You can reach it with a quick walk, and from there you can catch the Passante train line, which connects you to Cadorna very quickly. In the surrounding we also have plenty of facilities, which also includes a supermarket just a few hundred meters away, so that's very convenient as well. And the location itself is very useful for people that are studying or working at the Politecnico Bovisa, as we're very close to it as well. And with this we showed everything, so thanks for watching and see you next time. Ciao ciao!